Welcome to the Kanthal Show, episode number 6 or 5 or something. How are you doing, Fred?
I'm doing good.
Yes, you join us at the Doozy event today. We've got these guys come down, Doozy Vape Co. Been working with them for about a year now. I love these guys. They're cracking, and they've launched their new Nick Salts line. And their Nick Salts don't taste like fish, which is a win, I suppose. They taste amazing, and in particular, if you get a chance to try them, check them out on our website. Type in Doozy Vape Co. on vapingjuice.com. There's a vanilla caramel one, and it is piff. So, without further ado, what's in the news, Fred?
So we've got, talking of brand new, interesting liquids, there's a Chinese company called Hello Sig.
Hello Sig.
Hello Sig.
Yeah. Hello Sailor. They've moved into cigarettes or e-cigarettes?
Right.
O-cigs.
O-Sig.
Sorry, I'm just distracting you. Crack on, sorry. Tell me about Hello Sig.
So Hello Sig.
Hello Sig.
They're in trouble with the FDA because they've been, there are some interesting ingredients in some of their liquids.
What's interesting about their ingredients?
Well, the liquid is called...
By interesting, you mean dodgy as hell?
Well, yeah, it's called E-Cialis.
E-Cialis.
Yes, so it's...
Is that the stuff that gives you an erection?
It is. It's...
Apparently, I've heard of these things. Some people might use it.
It is literally vapeable Viagra.
Vapeable Viagra. Does it work?
I don't know.
Sure.
Should we...
Join us next week for a much more intimate Con and Campbell session where we tell you how vaping Cialis works, thanks to Hello Sig. Please send us samples. Okay, so they've got.
They're not approved.
Have they meant to do that? Are they gone like, let's just do this?
Yes, they've made this liquid. So
God, that could be a raging hard on. Just straight into the bloodstream. Just really like red throat, neck, everything.
I think that's the idea.
Apparently, that's what happens when you take Cialis. That's the stuff that lasts the whole week. And. Let's hope this topic moves on now.
Yep. So we'll skip this.
So yeah, they got in trouble with the FDA for it.
They did because they've got drugs that are not approved. So, but they've just chucked them in illegally.
Are these the guys that have got Vitasig?
I couldn't find it
because I saw this in the news. Just the MSM, the mainstream media. I saw it yesterday. There was a company called Vitasig, and they've been knocking out e-cigs with like ginseng and other stuff like that. I mean, there's been ginseng. I had a ginseng e-liquid ages ago, and it was just rather bland. It's not something I think, I'm going to vape this to get my daily 5 a day.
No.
But
was it nice?
I didn't get an erection. I wasn't. Ginseng. That's the problem there. Next up.
So we've got. This came from
Colin from Doncaster. No. It's a lovely review. Said, "I love you guys. Can you say happy birthday to me and my 4-year-old daughter, Kelly?" Happy birthday, Colin and Kelly.
Have a great day. But this was there's a chap called Alan O'Brien. This actually came from...
Sounds made up, doesn't it, really?
Planet of Vapes. And he's actually in the news because he inhaled so hard on his vape. He inhaled the...
Sorry, I just... in my head, I'm just guessing how that sentence is going to finish. But Alan O'Brien
having a proper good vape up.
Yeah.
And inhaled his strip tip. And luckily...
Oh, this is a story you sent me.
Yeah.
Because you know when someone sends you a message and they go, "Did you see that?" And you go, yeah, you didn't really read it at all. I didn't really read it. But I saw as a man looking disgruntled with a drip tip. And I saw everyone on the vape forums, was it UK Vapors? And they're going... This guy should be wiped off from the face of the earth. So, doesn't he work in a vape shop?
No, he works in a betting shop.
Okay, very different. So so he's not necessarily got the professional skills to know that you can't. So he vaped so hard. What was the tank he had?
It doesn't say, but they're saying that luckily it was only because it was facing the right way that he didn't die.
That's nothing to do with e-cigs. That's to do with stupidity, surely.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And so, did the post come out on Planet of Vapes? Did he post it? Was he angry?
No, from the post I read was Planet of Vapes going, look at this guy, rather than this guy. I'm enraged.
What was his actual comment on in the papers when he got interviewed? That's a really spurious way to knock e-cigarettes, isn't it?
Yeah.
He chipped his nail.
It just said had it have gone down another centimetre, he probably would have died.
Yeah, and if I swallowed a biro sideways,
you don't shout a big, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not their problem.
I swallowed your razor blades.
You idiots, stop selling them.
Sorry, Pablo, I just ate a kilo of your heroin.
No. But yeah, that was funny.
Don't swallow it, there are other techniques. Not that we're going to discuss those.
Try something else.
Brilliant. So I think, because I saw him with, I think I thought the picture was a coal fire or something of a similar ilk. That's brilliant. That's not even a story about e-cigarettes. That's what's scraping the barrel, isn't it, really?
No, I imagine that what he's... I don't know, but the fact that he must have told somebody, or he said it somewhere. Personally, that's probably something to take to the grave.
You don't even suck it. You must have just lost the O-ring, and it's going... It's just been...
He's hungry.
I'm just imagining this is how he's doing it. Just licking. I'm licking my knuckle. This is weird. Can I vape on what you're vaping? I won't suck it too hard, don't worry. No. I vaped too hard, I inhaled the entire Nautilus AIO, available on vapeandjuice.com. Check it out.
And you've got the Nautilus, the doozy caramel tobacco in there.
Have I?
You do.
Brilliant, I have now. Love it.
Says that.
Okay.
Next up, Hong Kong have decided to institute a full ban on the sales, manufacturing and import of all vaping products.
Well, that's going to cause a few problems.
Yeah.
Given they don't go through Hong Kong as much anymore, do they?
No, so it should be okay. But it's interesting because they were flirting with the idea for a while. But there's no
flirting with the idea.
No ban on cigarettes.
No ban on cigarettes, but
cigarettes are fine.
See, that's strange because obviously Hong Kong's is a separate autonomous district of China, who is one of their biggest exports. Sorry, not the big. I mean, I'm sure they export loads of things like human labour, tiger penises, and tusks, but also e-cigarettes is massive there. So when does that kick in from?
It doesn't actually say. No, but it does also cover the heat not burn tobacco products as well. So you see those
IQOS.
So
IQOS can't come through the customs there.
IQOS is binned.
Good.
And there was
no problem with that. Sorry, BAT. Bye bye.
There's some that we saw at the expo last
year.
IQOS
is just a crap Pax anyway. It's a dry herb vaporizer. The best thing you can do if you get hold of an IQOS, stick some dry herb in there. It works, but it's not a very good. If you want a decent dry herb vaporizer, get a Pax. They haven't invented anything. And they've claimed they've invented this as well.
Yeah.
Gets my goat. Gets my what's that?
Grinds my gears.
Grinds my gears.
Grinds my gears.
Gets my goat. No one gets my goat. I got a goat.
Yeah, that's interesting. There's also been some. Also found this on Planet of Apes. I thought it was quite interesting. There's been some research conducted in Germany about how the best way to get sort of like public health messages across to the public, and they found some interesting things. So apparently,
memes.
Some memes.
Memes work well. Love memes. Twitter's full of them these days. Yeah, that's what everyone uses Twitter for memes now, or for finding out if you watch a TV show and it's really interesting. Like there's someone just crucifying themselves on TV. You go on Twitter and you just get involved in an argument about it.
I don't even have Twitter.
Don't you?
No. I don't have Snapchat.
I'm an egg.
I don't understand it.
I'm an egg. I literally set up an account to troll. Or to re-troll. To anti-troll, I like to call it. Because I'm not the guy out there just pure trolling. I'm just the guy trolling the troll. And maybe
right, so you're upsetting the person who's upset.
There might be a bit of collateral damage there somewhere.
White knight in Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm the white knight, yeah.
But there was
memes. That's what he said. Memes are the best way. They didn't say that, did they?
No, not memes. Okay. Means.
Means.
Yeah.
Oh my god, am I saying it wrong?
You're saying memes.
Memes.
You've made yourself a meme.
Oh
by
god.
Saying memes.
I'm the guy that can't even say memes. Right, go on. So what's their best way to get the public message out there?
So, well, it's not about that, but this is more what interesting things they found through asking people about how well public health messages are getting across.
Right, okay.
So the interesting things they found is that...
they do one of those Instagram story polls, where you go like, shall I wear this hat today? And it's got big eyes, big heart eyes,
yeah,
and then just a sad face.
Yeah, so they found that you've got to slide the eyes up,
yeah,
and make an
the eyes have it.
But they found that individuals with lower education rated e-cigarettes as more harmful. So that's out there.
So you heard it here first. Not to prejudge anyone. If you're a bit stupid and you think e-cigarettes are worse for you than cigarettes.
And if you like vapes, you're obviously very clever. So
there you go.
Well done you.
If you're following the Kanthal show and you're well into vaping, you are a smart cookie. You don't grind my gears or get my goats.
Older people and women perceived e-cigarettes as just as harmful as normal cigarettes.
Older women. Can you describe that ideal person that fits that? Don't, because that's just going to lose us our fragile number of subscribers.
Yeah, slaughter the audience. Smokers considered e-cigarettes to be more harmful than, or just as harmful as conventional tobacco products.
Yeah, we get that.
Yeah, like, don't want that.
I hear that a lot, and I'm just thinking, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'd much rather smell like cherry than Dunhill. Look at this. Your breath in the morning smells like cherry, or it smells like John Player cigarettes.
So yeah, even if you do think it is just as harmful, you'd still probably do it anyway, so you don't smell so bad.
Yeah, for the social aspect.
Yeah, why not? Stop upsetting everyone.
Yeah.
Likelihood of using e-cigarettes for smoking cessation was higher. People thought they were less harmful than conventional cigarettes. Kind of goes without saying.
Do you know what? I spoke to
I've said it anyway.
someone big in the e-cig game the other day. Chatting to the guys at Blue actually, and one of the things they said, I said, how many smokers are there? And they get loads of data out there. I said there's still 8 to 9 million smokers in the UK. That's crazy. I mean, you go to certain towns where there's a lot of vape shops, and you see a lot less smokers. You see more vapors. And I remember when I started seeing that happen, you see more vapors around. Then you go to certain other towns, and you go, there's loads of smokers here. I'm just like, why aren't you not just switching over?
There's a lot of other countries in Europe. You go to like Belgium. There's a couple of vape shops, but nobody vapes.
Yeah.
They've still got massive smoking
It's a
culture.
rare thing. So when we opened up the shop in Spain, people were like, oh yeah, we used to have vapes here, but they died out. It's like, that was before like we even had it was just C4 clearizers. I can understand why people didn't necessarily get on with them, but then you go to Spain, for example, when you go to a bar and buy cigarettes, which was always an expensive way to buy cigarettes in the UK years ago, and it's €4.50 for a box of 20. It might be a box of 18, I don't know, but it's still kind of that shape. So it looks like a box again a 20 deck, but €4.50. So it's the difference in national income isn't 100%. So if, for example, it's £9-10 to buy a box of cigarettes now in the UK and £4.50 in Spain, we don't earn twice as much as Spain. So the impact on them, their spending on cigarettes is a lot of a less of an effect for them. So it's not going to drive. The only way to change that ratio is to increase the tax on the cigarettes, and then it'll all come to the vaping dark lords.
But I'm talking about tax and vaping products. You've got we've said a few times about how the individual states' law on taxes and city ordinances on how it affects vapors in America. There's something else which has happened now. So Chicago vapors,
Windy City.
Yeah, they've got some of the highest taxes in the country. So it works out that there's a tax of 80 cents per bottle of e-liquid.
So there's no continuity break there at all, is there?
No, not at all.
Oh, this is the wonders of speedy brains. Let's just bin this off. I think I've actually grown a beard since we just worked out that figure. It's funny because Portugal have a similar situation where they charge quite a high excise charge as well. I know they talked about it in the UK. They got kibosh recently. Boris Johnson knocked it down in the recent Tory conference. One of the few good things he said.
Because that's the syntax.
Kenya,
to
I believe he also.
Kenya.
Kenya. He refers to Kenya as Kenya, doesn't he?
If we're saying like quinoa.
No, quinoa, yeah, probably it's quinoa as well. It certainly makes it less attractive as a proposition to be vaping if you're going to be paying a huge amount of excise. But I suppose it affects the tobacco revenues, and that was always the worry. But there's something good that comes out of Brexit. Or Boris Johnson's mouth. It could be no excise on UK vaping. Okay, cool. What else we got?
That was it. Doozy Salts.
Doozy Salts, yes. We've just been doing the Doozy Open event, the launch event of their new Nick Salts. We've got them in front of us here. Mentioned them earlier. One of the things we love about Doozy is their liquids taste amazing for a start, and a lot of the Nick Salts out there have a fishy taste to them. These don't. My personal favourite is the vanilla custard, which is around here somewhere.
One of them.
One of those.
One of them.
Packaging looks amazing. They are the benefit of those who don't know, but Nick Salts. You get the nicotine dose you need without the horrendous in English now, the horrendous throat assault you get with a 20 mg Hang Sen or something like that. So give it a go. They work very well in the old pod systems as well.
I do. I've got this in one of the Berserker.
Not a pod system.
Not quite a pod system, but I usually vape like 12 milligram normal nicotine, and I've got 20 in there, and that's really nice. You just don't. Doesn't mean you're just not caning it all day, so battery life lasts forever.
Little Lava Box there, DNA. Check them out on vapingjuice.com. We are the cheapest in the UK for Lava Box DNA mods. If you're looking for a DNA, if you're looking for something that's got a phenomenal chip system, upgradable, we've got the Lava Box and the Lava Box Mini.
Yep, and that tank.
And this tank as well, the Berserker, and also
the
the Nix. We've got everything. We literally have everything. I'm just going to vape this now and tell you exactly how nice it tastes, just like every good video review should.
So that's the caramel tobacco, which I think is the nicest.
It's lovely.
It's good.
So, there you go.
Juice.
That's how nice it is. You got to experience that with me. Freddie also has a horrendously tight airflow, which I don't know how you operate.
It's along.
I know, but you still want a bit of airflow.
Yeah. Take it or leave it.
I was jealous of people who managed to get their Nautilus tanks with the original. Remember the original Nautilus tanks with the collar on the bottom, the airflow column.
Yeah.
They're able to through just an act of dropping, end up breaking them off and having cracking airflow with a really good mouth.
You like that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh,
I like to be able to breathe as well.
utter heathen.
What else we got going as well before we shoot? So limited edition only. You've seen these before, possibly. Naughty Juices. We've got them back in. It's the original Blue Slush version. Before it was bastardised by TPD. This is the original Naughty Blue Slush. We've got them back in stock, as well as the Ghetto Juice in short fill, and the ever popular Dragon's Milk, which is more of a kind of a fruity, desserty type one. But
That's your vibe.
personal favourite, Ghetto Juice. Check it out. Limited run of stock in all Vape and Juice stores, and they'll be online at vapeandjuice.com as well. Anything else you want to add to the news machine system?
I think that's it. I think we covered all the newsings.
There are no more newses. There's no more news. So I hope you haven't noticed this terrible break in continuity. Try to be as slick as possible. And that's. I'm looking at my table. There is no more news.
No. It's all old.
So hope you enjoyed this Cotton and Kanthal episode. We'll see you next week. Cotton and Kanthal episode something. And sign up to us on conscript with us at Vape and Juice TV, or follow us at vapeandjuice.com and check out our videos online too. See you next week.
Thanks.